Fuck. Fuck, man. You're getting me there, bro. So with the Pokemon card, I never really played, right? So the TCG, you get 2 pack a card for free. So you can open up cards every single day and it's free. You get a nice collection. But I don't understand any of... Yo, that's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm gonna go. You see, that's why me and Fitness were friends. You think it's years of friendship? You think it's years of talking apart? No, it's just because we don't understand the rules of new Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like, even... Okay, so I'm not gonna be an asshole and say, hey, only the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Was good. No, I think GS was really good. I think Jaden was really good. I think the Neo Elemental Hero were really cool. I think GX... So you see... complicated. Okay, so... Okay, but before that, I'm just gonna finish with the streaming. It's not because I haven't streamed for 2 days, and I really miss it, and that's why I'm so energetic. Because I'm like, holy shit, I missed this. I've missed this. But with Yu-Gi-Oh, I don't want to be an asshole. But for example, right? For example, and again, this is up for interpretation. Janice has an opinion. I have an opinion. Okay, maybe it's not the same. Who cares? As a they started this game as a normal game, a normal RPG where you catch Pokemon, right? In Silver, the second generation, continue that. They were like, you know what? We love Pokemon. We're gonna add something. So they added berries, which are food for Pokemon to heal them from HP, to heal them for status. Okay, I love that. In 9-day circle, Pokemon that come at night shouldn't come during the day. Okay, I love that. Now they introduced Emerald. Emerald was the exact same thing, but they introduced a lot more of a lot more Pokemon. They introduced some new types. They introduced a new complexity of the game. I hate it because Emerald biggest flex was to introduce like fashion shows, which I didn't like, right? They introduced Pokemon Nature. Pokemon Nature makes sense. When you look at it, Pokemon Nature makes sense, okay? Because Pokemon Nature is... Okay, well, two Pokemon shouldn't be the same person. I'm different, you're different, right? So it makes sense that you have nature, but the nature affects the stats. So for example, you have a really good Pokemon, which is, I don't fucking know. You catch it, and it's really rare spawn, and you catch it and you realize that it's completely useless because the nature is not good. So you're having, for example, a Machamp, which is a physical combat Pokemon fighter, and you have the nature which increase special attack. And then you realize that there's no special attack. There's a couple. There's Fire Punch, there's Thunder Punch, there's Ice Punch. But they're not great. They're not great. So like, what the fuck am I doing with this Machamp? Right? And then you have to restart. You catch another Pokemon, but that spawn rate was really hard. Then you catch another Pokemon that have a good nature, right? So with Pokemon, they start fucking up with Emerald. However, nature I can understand. The Poke Fashion Show I can understand. Black and White was actually a really, really cool game. They didn't introduce much there. They just continue on the roll. They introduced more legendary. They introduced more... Yeah, it was a really nice game. They introduced badges. It was a really fun game. They took Emerald and they boosted it, right? They boosted up. Now we have the Black and White, which was also good. We have the Sun and Moon. Now this was complicated. It was no longer Gym Leader, but it was Island. This is why I disconnect. With Yu-Gi-Oh, the problem with Pokemon is a game. So you're playing a game, right? You're gonna have a good anime. The anime is actually really cool. I like the anime, right? So I'm gonna be able to enjoy the anime and say, you know what, this is actually pretty good. What is going on? How is it so far? Am I going the right way? I'm going the right way. What is going on, dude? That's fucked up. Oh, 5 seconds. Okay, perfect. Okay, so... Am I gonna make it? Yeah, we're not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it, so I'm gonna do something kind of cool. I'm gonna still get experience points. Bye-bye. Okay, give me the 10. There you go. Emotional, 250 XP, but then nothing. Okay, cool. So with Pokemon, Pokemon. It was weird because Pokemon kind of had this this anime, right? Pokemon was anime. Pokemon also had it's kind of crazy because Pokemon have Pokemon Go, Pokemon trading card, they have Pokemon the game. So they kind of like this whole universe. They have this anime, right? They have these manga. So it's kind of the whole game, right? It's kind of the whole universe. So you're like, okay, well, I don't like the new Pokemon game, but I like Pokemon TCG, which is trading card game. Okay, I don't like trading card game, but I like Pokemon Go, so I'm going to focus on Pokemon Go. Okay, I don't like the game, but I like the anime, so I'm going to focus on the anime. Yu-Gi-Oh, right? The great thing about Yu-Gi-Oh is, in my opinion, the first was a type. So insect, dinosaur, for example, a dinosaur. So you would take different cards from different pack and create this this deck. Okay, I build a deck with insect. I build a deck with dinosaur, right? With the GX, what they did really good was you had this one guy was a Roid, which were kind of like Transformer but childish. It was a super cool thing, and then after that, I completely gave up because, like Janice said, they introduced the XYZ at the core. The XYZ at the core is easy. The XYZ at the core, I'm going to be honest and say I really, really, really like it. Because you're taking a card, a Yu-Gi-Oh card. For example, you're going to have this... okay, so there's this fusion, right? There's this fusion, which is very, very, very old. So it's the Gaia Rider and the Dragon. So the Dragon has 2,000, the Gaia Rider has 2,300. When you fuse them together, they have 2,800, right? So that's actually a pretty good card. So they did a union where the union was these two together. So instead of fusing them, you have a union. So it's cool when you introduce base link between. So for example, one of the other one that I really enjoy is, for example, there's a card called Goblin King, right? And the Goblin King, what he has is he has this Goblin army. So you're gonna have the Goblin General, that's a union. He's gonna have the Goblin Defender, which is a union. And the really cool thing about the nature, right, is that you're able to have more attack, more defense. What Genesis is talking about is, after that, they tried to introduce spell card, which are only usable if you have a union. Track card, it's only usable when you have a union. Okay, I can destroy this union because I have another track card. I have this track card that there's like an infighting, they're not a union anymore, right? And that makes it complicated. And then Yu-Gi-Oh, they completely fuck up their game because they introduce Pendulum Monster, which are good. They introduce Synchro Monster, which are good. And they introduce Link Monster, which are good. Now, there's card, which are a quarter. So if you have the 4 cards together on the deck, you're able to build it, right? It doesn't make any sense. It's so complicated. It's so complex and complicated. So Yu-Gi-Oh was always a game that I love. I'm gonna be. This is a true story. You're not gonna believe me. I don't care. I remember being in middle school, so possibly 8 or 9 years old, and I remember being in my cards were destroyed. We were playing on asphalt. We were playing on asphalt. And we were playing Yu-Gi-Oh on asphalt. And we were playing with real card, right? And we were building decks, which was really cool. Oh, I got lucky. I got fucking lucky. Whew. Wish I had a smoke screen that was super effective. So yeah, so Yu-Gi-Oh was that. Then to make it more complicated. So when I heard about Master Duel, I was like, yo, this is so cool. I'm so happy that I get to play Master Duel. But no, because they introduced these, right? So it's super complicated. And honestly, it makes me not like Yu-Gi-Oh. But now, if you know this is really cool. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm so sorry, guys. Oh, shit. Now that I'm Nature Changer and not whatnot, I know. Okay, so I'll try again.